Hello everyone and welcome to the GMS Magazine channel. I am Paco Garcia, your host, and this is the RPG A Day 2021 edition, an initiative that was started by Dave Chapman 8 years ago and in which we talk every single day about role-playing games during the month of August. And when I say we, I say plenty of people who are doing videos, podcasts, blog posts, Twitter feeds, Facebook posts, everything. All sorts of things. Today is number 9 and the topic is medium. In yesterday's episode, I was talking about, streaming and how it's changing the whole landscape of how role-playing games are being appreciated and promoted to people who are not necessarily gamers. The medium in which this promotion is happening is also going to change over the next few years. And why do I say this? Well, this quite a while ago, it's over a year ago, that I made a prediction in which I said that companies were going to start using role-playing games as marketing tools to promote their brand and their product. And we were going to see more and more IPs reaching out to become role-playing games. IPs that would be otherwise impossible to get, that a few years ago wouldn't have even considered becoming a TTRPG, and yet here we are. Wimpy's created their own RPG, which is actually quite nice and good fun. Carnival Road did exactly the same thing, which is very interesting, but now we're seeing things like Fallout. More and more video games that Modiphius is about to release are coming out as role-playing games as well. The 007 is starting to become again a role-playing game. Dune, that now we're going to see the series next year in 2022, is also going to be, it already is a role-playing game. We're seeing more and more of this. And the medium in which role-playing games are going to become well known, that is going to expand as well. We're going to see a lot of transmedia going on. The D&D film is actually pretty exciting, even though, I don't know how they're going to make it the D&D film, because without showing people playing D&D, it's just going to be a fantasy film. How are people who don't play D&D going to recognize the D&D traits, the magic or the spells or the creatures or the names, the lands and the lore? I don't know. I have no idea how they're going to do it. Unless they say, this is a D&D film, because D&D is a game. So if the movie is going to be about D&D, it has to be about a game, not about any of this. It has to be about the game, not about Forgotten Realms or Ravnica or anything at all like that. It has to be about playing games, but we don't know what it's going to be like. I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm just excited. I'm looking forward to it. But the medium, just to go back to the topic, that it's going to evolve with us. And I reckon that RPGs are going to become more and more mainstream. I don't know how far they're going to go in becoming super mainstream. I don't think they're ever going to be as popular as video games. I would be surprised very pleasantly if they become as popular as board games. But they're going to become more and more popular, and I think that we're also going to see the reverse. As we are seeing an awful lot of companies that are reaching onto role-playing games to have a means of marketing and promotion and perhaps a little bit of money, I think we're also going to start seeing companies watching RPGs and saying, okay, I'm going to take this idea and make a series out of it. I think that is very, very possible, because I don't know what it's like in any other areas of creativity, but in terms of ideas and absolute genius concepts, the world of role-playing games is completely full of them. Full of them. And I reckon that if Hollywood can go as far as to make a film about, boats hitting each other, battleships, if they can make a movie about that got nothing to do with the game, I reckon they could start doing some very interesting things with some really cool concepts that we have in these shelves. So beware of the medium, because it's going to change over the next few years, and I think it's going to be fantastic. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.